In today's episode of The Story of Animals, we're heading deep into the misty cloud forests of Central America in search of a bird so dazzling, so outrageously flamboyant, it looks like a creature plucked from a fairy tale or a fashion designer's daydream. Today's subject, the Resplendent Quetzal. Let's start with its appearance, because frankly, it's hard not to. Males sport shimmering emerald feathers that flash gold and blue in the sunlight, a bright red breast, and a ridiculous, over-the-top tail that can stretch up to 3 feet long. Yes, you heard that right. The bird is about a foot long, but the tail is 3 feet. It's like someone gave a bird a cape and said, "Go forth and slay." Females are less flashy, with shorter tails and subtler coloring, which honestly seems fair. Someone has to fly under the radar. But this bird is not just a pretty feather duster. The Quetzal is also steeped in legend and history. The ancient Maya and Aztec civilizations worshipped it. Its feathers were reserved for royalty, literally. You couldn't just wear one unless you were emperor-level important. Killing a Quetzal? Forbidden. Feather fashion came with strict ethical guidelines. The Resplendent Quetzal lives in cloud forests, primarily in countries like Guatemala, Costa Rica, and Panama. And when we say cloud forest, we don't mean some poetic metaphor. We mean actual clouds clinging to the trees, foggy and damp and cool. Perfect for epiphytes, moss, and of course, the camera-shy Quetzal. These birds are notoriously elusive. You'd think being dressed like a disco ball would make them easy to find, but no. Their iridescent feathers blend surprisingly well with the forest canopy, and their shy personalities mean they rarely strut their stuff unless it's mating season. The Quetzal's courtship display is one for the ages. The male flies through the air with that long streaming tail flowing behind him like a ribbon in a wind tunnel, hoping to impress a discerning female. If she's intrigued, they'll choose a tree cavity, usually one carved out by a woodpecker, and raise their chicks in co-parenting harmony. Yes, you heard right. Quetzals are modern, equal opportunity parents. Both mom and dad take turns incubating the eggs and feeding the chicks. Their favorite delicacy is the wild avocado. Yes, they're health-conscious too. Quetzals swallow the small fruits whole, digest the flesh, and then neatly regurgitate the pit. Not only are they snappy dressers and attentive parents, they're also key forest gardeners, dispersing seeds across the landscape. That's right, the Quetzal is an accidental reforestation expert, and when avocados aren't in season, they'll happily snack on insects, frogs, and even small lizards. They may look posh, but they're not above the occasional wriggly meal. Their cloud forest homes are under threat from logging, farming, and climate change. These birds need specific elevations and humidity to survive, and when their forests are fragmented or disappear entirely, so do they. Fortunately, the Quetzal has allies. Conservationists across Central America are working to protect and restore their habitats. Ecotourism has also helped. The bird is such a prized sighting that entire businesses revolve around Quetzal watching. So in a way, its fame is helping to fund its future. One last quirky fact before we go. The word Quetzal isn't just a name, it's also currency. Guatemala's national money is called the Quetzal, a tribute to this bird's historic and cultural significance. Imagine that, a bird so fabulous they named money after it. Talk about priceless. Thank you for watching today's episode of the story of animals, the Resplendent Quetzal. From sacred symbol to seed-spitting forest gardener, this bird is more than just a flash of color in the trees. It's a living treasure of the Americas. Elegant, elusive, and unexpectedly ecological, the Quetzal truly lives up to its name. Now, it's time to see how much you've learned from today's episode. We've got 3 fun trivia questions coming up. Ready? Let's start. Question 1. What is the Resplendent Quetzal's favorite food? The correct answer is B. Wild avocados. Quetzals love small wild avocados, which they swallow whole and help spread by regurgitating the seeds, making them vital to forest ecosystems. Let's try another question. Question 2. Why are male Quetzals more colorful than females? The correct answer is C. To impress mates during courtship. The long tail feathers and vivid plumage of the male Quetzal are used to attract females during elaborate courtship flights. Let's move on to the last question for this episode. Question 3. What makes the Quetzal important in Mesoamerican history? The correct answer is C. Its feathers were sacred and reserved for royalty. In ancient Mesoamerican cultures, the Quetzal was revered, and its tail feathers were worn only by kings and priests. Great job if you got all 3 questions correct. If you missed any, now you know even more about this spectacular bird. See you next time on the Story of Animals.